guys, welcome to my channel, Dalia the Crafty Stitcher. Today I am going to share with you guys my 2022 plan, which are not much. I'm not prepared at all. I just gonna swing it. And last minute I decided that I was gonna do the Wipgo 2022. So I had to scramble and look for my whips. As I say in my introductory video, I just moved to this house and my craft room is not set up. Again, disregard the background. This is my paper craft area. My stitching area is not set up yet. It will be set up hopefully for the next year. But for now, this is all I have. So this is what we're going to be using. Again, my half of my whips are still in boxes somewhere in the closet. I still have not finished unpacking everything. So, but I was able to pick up 25 of what I have available. And so I picked 25 to work in the Wipgo. Excuse me. To work in the Wipgo. So I've never done that. This is the first time. I don't know how it's going to work for me. I will try to stick to it, but I don't know. So we'll see. So I'm planning to do Wipgo. And as I said before, I've been stitching since 2018, but I have not finished maybe a few, maybe 3 or 4. I don't do it constantly. It's like I do it for a few months, then I stop, and life gets in the way. I work full time. I work a lot sometimes, and I don't have the time or the energy to do it. But it's okay because this is not a race. This is a hobby for me. Nobody in my house care about anything about cross stitching. They don't even care if I will ever finish one of them because nobody gives. It's just, this is a hobby that I do. I like it. I do it for myself, and just do it. If I do it, I do it. If I don't do it, I don't do it. But for 2022, I want to do it more. I love watching floss tube. I love watching whip parades because that gives me more ideas and stuff like that. Right now I have 60 plus whips. Yes. Like I said, I used to have in my other channel, Crafting with Dalia, I have like 30 videos. I used to do Mania. I did 12 Days of Christmas on 2019, or Stitch Mass. So I have a lot of stars, and I love to start. I love to start stuff. And I have a big stash of patterns. I mean, a big stash that not in my lifetime I will finish any of this stuff. I have like 10 heads that I have, and I still have a few in my cart that I'm going to purchase. One of them is going to be my New Year's star, which I already ordered the fabric, and as soon as I get the fabric, I will purchase the pattern. I haven't purchased the pattern, but it's a download, so I just wanted to see if I find the fabric first. So that's going to be my New Year's star. I'm going to do Wipgo. And my plans that I want to do is I want to start. Yes, you're going to think I'm crazy. I want to start every single pattern that I have. It's not going to happen all in 2022, but eventually I'm going to have all of them as a whip. Yes, I'm that crazy. Why? Because I love every single pattern that I purchase. And why it's sitting there and not me enjoy to stitch. It doesn't matter if I put 10 stitches to it every time I pick it up, but I'm stitching it. And I want to enjoy stitching, whatever it is. If I finish any, I finish them. If I don't finish them, I have fun stitching them. So why keep them all in a shelf just waiting? Like I said before, this is just a hobby for me. Like it's a hobby for paper crafting. I have 20,000 projects, albums in the making. When I get to them, I get to them. Because again, my family doesn't care about anything that I do. This is just my hobbies. So when the day I die, everything is going to go either to the Salvation Army, to the garbage, or to a state sale. So why not stitch other things like, what's her name? I forgot her name, but I watch her all the time. So anyway, so that's my plan. Eventually I will have every single pattern that I have as a whip. I have a lot of them already kitted. Some of them, excuse me. Some of them has the fabric and the floss. I work at a main set. I use CXC. That's a AliExpress brand. It's a great floss. It's a equivalent of DMC. It's very affordable. You could have the whole set for less than $30. All the DMC colors. So I would say I will have 3 sets, complete sets. So I work out of that. There's patterns that I buy their own floss, even though it's the same CSC, but like my Heaven of Elf designs, I like to kit them up with their own floss. So they could have their own floss. Excuse me. So I usually order their own floss, but other than that, I work out of my sets because I have like 3 complete sets. So some of them are kitted already with the floss ready to go, and some of them are just kitted with the fabric, which is is considered kitted for me because I work out of my master set. So I have a lot of those already kitted. So those I'm gonna starting a little bit at a time. Also I have a lot of ornaments kitted, so I want to work on that also. My goal for 2022, I'm gonna work a lot Christmas all year round. The whole year I'm gonna work Christmas because I want to be able I want to have my Christmas tree, my cross-stitch Christmas tree up this year. So I'm going to be cross-stitching through the whole year for Christmas. I have a rotation besides the Wipgo. I have a rotation. I spin the wheel and I cross-stitch whatever comes up that day. And what I do is I work either 2 days that I haven't set up the goal yet. It's either going to be I work 2 days that piece, or I work 5 hours completely, until I reach my goal, the 5 hours. I haven't decided yet, but I do that. So, and then I'm going to have a day every week. I think, did I write it down? Like I said, I don't have a exact plan written yet. But I am working on it, so I'll give you more information of that as the new year thing. But I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have on Sundays, I'm gonna work my Christmas stockings. I have 5 stockings that I need to do, so I'm gonna work Sundays. Is gonna be Christmas stockings. There's going to be a day during the week that is going to be Fancy Ladies, which is going to be Mirabilia or any other fancy lady that I have. And then it's going to be one day that is going to be full coverage. It's going to be having a head or any other full coverage. I have a few full coverage that are not heads. So I'm going to work on that. So there's going to be a specific day for Christmas stocking, a specific day for Fancy Lady, and a specific day for head. But then whatever comes out when it's time, when the other days that I spin, if a head comes out, I'll work it. And if a Fancy Lady comes out, I'll work it. So it doesn't matter if it's already worked it in the set day, but it's still good. So I touch all my whips. Let's put it this way. It doesn't matter if it comes out, I'll touch it as many times it comes out, I'll touch it. So I think I'm able to touch all my whips right now the whole year. So that is that. Also, what I was gonna say. So I will talk about Wipgo in a minute. I was gonna say something else, I forgot. So yeah, so I that's my rotation. So I touch all my stuff. I don't do too many challenge. I mean, I'm a follow Wipgo on my own. I don't post in social media. I follow every group, but I don't know. I don't post. I should post more. So that I'm gonna do maybe a few challenges like the fanatic, full cover fanatic. I might do some, the 24-hour cross stitch. I will do some once in a while. I know Mania is no longer a thing, but I'm still gonna do it on May. I'm gonna do that even though it's no longer a thing, but I'm still gonna continue doing it. And whatever challenge that I hear from, you know, for other floss tubers, if I want to do them, I'll do them. But that's gonna be my rotation. So let me talk a little bit about Wipgo. No, let's let Wipgo for later, because I'm gonna show you all the 25 projects that I'm gonna be working on. So I have I created these forms. I do work right now. All I'm keeping track in this planner is a Michael crafting planner. So I'm gonna keep track of my rotation and everything I do there. I do created a cross stitch planner back in 2019, I think 2020, and I want to continue using that planner, but right now I don't know where it's at. It's still packed. So I'm gonna, when I find it, then I'll work on it. But I created some forms that I seen that they are, you know, floating around, and I create them in Word. And one of them is the 2022 whip tracker, and then at the bottom I have, you know, I'm gonna color code it for stars, for finish, if it was working on Wipgo, if I finish a page, and if I just stitch it because it came out in my rotation. So I'm gonna keep track of this. I did it for 5 years, so, but I only printed the 2022 one because that's where we at. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be using these project trackers by the hour. I like to keep track of how many hours I work in a pattern and how many stitches I create. I use Pattern Keeper for whatever I could use it. That is, you know, the PDF is compatible with Pattern Keeper. I use that. And if it's not a Pattern Keeper compatible, I use my iPad and I use GoodNote. GoodNote is a notation program. I use that for my digital planning when I do digital planning, but I also use it to do my charts, because I could zoom the area that I'm working. I use glasses, so when I zoom it's better, and then I use my Apple Pencil to color whatever. So I use digital pattern. I scan the pattern to my iPad and I use it like that in GoodNote. So I keep track of the hours that I work and the stitches that I do. The stitches, I'll write it in the calendar when I put that. So I'm gonna put one of these to each of my whips that I'm gonna be using to keep track. Then I also have the yearly project tracker. And then I will put in the pattern name, the designer, the fabric that I use with what size, the color, and if it's by anybody, any company, the event or challenge that I'm using, like it will be Wipgo 2022. And then the day I started it, some of mine, they all started, so, but I already have it written down when I started, so I could have that there. And then track it the whole year, excuse me, hopefully it's a year project, I'll use this one. If it's a year, like my heads is gonna be 3 years and 5 years. So I have the 1 year one, I have the 3 year one, and then I have the 5 year one. So I had to sit down and decide which of my heads are, you know, gonna be. Some of them I have them as focus pieces, and some of them is just because I want to stitch them. So yeah, let me tell you about that. I have 3 focus pieces, which they are in my Wipgo, but they are focus pieces, meaning that I'm going to work as much as I can through the whole year. I would like to finish them in 2022. 2 of them, maybe I could do, but the head, I don't think so. But I'm gonna give it all I have on 2022 and do as much as I can on the. They are in my Wipgo. I have goals for them, but that's the goals for the focus pieces. So it's 3 of them that I have. I'll tell you which one are those. So let's start with the Wipgo. Wipgo is it's a game. Well, it's a group that is created by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She started it a few years ago as her own, you know, her own thing. And then a lot of people wanted to join in. So she created a group, and now Wipgo is a thing. I have never done it because, like I said, I always been on and off cross stitching. But I decided to give it a try in 2022. So I created my Wipgo. I created this in that program, GoodNotes. And I printed it. And I have 24 whips. And then we have 13, which is a free number. It's like bingo. It's like a bingo. So she will call 2 numbers every 27 of the month before. So on December 27, she will pull the 2 numbers for January. So then you have, these are, you put your own goals here. There's no rules. You create your own rules here. The goals could be all year round, all year round. You have all year to work on those 2 numbers. I have goals for some of them, and 3 of them are the focus, which I'm going to work the whole year. But the other ones, I'm not going to work it. But then whatever's in here is also in my spinning wheel. So if it comes out here, I will work it as my Wipgo. But also if it comes out in my rotation during other days, I'm still going to work them too. So I am going to show you each project that I have. It's not in any order, but I will tell you what are my goals for it. So let's start. I'm just gonna grab them. I have a basket right here. That's my basket, and I will pull each one of them and show you what I so, and I'll tell you when I started it or that. Okay, so the first one is this is my number. I have all my whips number, and they all have this little tag that I create myself, and that tells me you can see the week number, the name of the pattern, the day I started it, and if you started for an event like Wipgo, Stitch Mania, and all that. So this one right here, this is my first ever cross stitch. This is what got me started it. I started it on 2018 on August 17, 2018. That's when I started. This is a kit from Walmart. It's a dimension kit from Walmart. It's laundry. It's almost finished, guys. It's almost finished. It should have been finished a long time ago. But like I said, I pick and go. So, but this is in my Wipgo, and the goal for this is I have it to finish it. This needs to be finished. There's not much left. Not much left. Let me show you. it's not much left. It's all I had to do is finish. You see right here, it's not much left. It's not much left. It's do the letters, and the basket is done almost. All I had to do is back stitch and finish this back stitch in the sack and finish this right here. So this corner right here is that socks. So that's what I'm missing, that sack, and fill out the clothing here. I mean, there's still little things to do, but it's doable. So my goal for this one in 2022 and Wipgo is to finish it. So that is that one. It's my oldest whip, because it's the first one I have. So let me put that on the floor. Okay, the next one that I have, again, this is no order whatsoever. This is my whip number 37. I started it on April 30 of 2020, and it's a Heaven on Earth design. Her name is Foregone. So it's this one right here. And oh my god, I don't have oh yeah, I have the fabric here. See? So this is her. I love this pattern. I love this lady, and my goal is to work all year. I would like to have a finish for 2022. Maybe, I don't think it's doable, but I'm trying to do as much as I can on her on 2022. I am stitching her in Pattern Keeper, so it's easy. I am a cross-country stitcher, so I just grab one color and stitch it until I finish the thread. So this is what I have. Let me see if I have in this bag. I create my own bags, and I have all kind of bags. This is a Hobby Lobby fabric, and I'm not fond of the vinyl ones. I have a few, but they're not really my favorite. I don't know why. Everybody loves them, but then I have all her stuff, like she's a head, and I don't have the fabric here. I don't know what that fabric is. That's crazy. Oh, she's on the frame. Hold on. Okay. I needed to go get her downstairs. So, like I said, hey, I got this bag from Hobby Lobby, which I already found a pattern on how to create them, because I like to keep it like this. So I got all the thread for her. And this is where I am with her. You see, I'm already, I skipped. With Pattern Keeper, it's easier because you could choose where you want to start. So I skip all the background. The background is boring. It's all browns. But that's the last thing I want to work. I wanted to work on her face. Start seeing her face. So I'm working on her hair. Like I said, I started her in 2018, and when I start her here in the corner. If you could see here, I don't want to take it out. I started in the corner, and it was boring, and the frames that I use is the what's the name? I forgot the name. I know they give good tension. I don't remember. When I remember, I'll tell you which the name of the frames. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I lost the magnet, the needle minder somewhere. I'm not organized, guy. That's right. It's like I said, I'm still working in here, so I'm not organized. So this is where I'm at. So my goal for her is at least work at least half of her. I'm not working on the background. Background is the last thing I'm going to do. So I just want to see her come to life. So I want to work at least to here. At least by the end of the year to have half of her. I give this one maybe a 3-year card. But I want to get it finished as soon as I can. Because I want to have this in my wall. I have in mind. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to have a frame. but she's a masterpiece. The frame that I want for her is gonna be gorgeous. So she's my focus piece, my priority. So I will work with her on her as much as I can. I will try to work on her. She's in my Wipgo, but I'm trying to work on her every day, at least 30 minutes every day. And when the month that she comes out in my Wipgo is the whole month, I will give her an hour, 31 days, an hour. And then after that, it's gonna be a 30 minutes a day thing. So that's my pride and joy that I want to work on. Let me move this. Oh, and I'm stitching her on I think that is a 25 count. Yeah, I think that's a 25 count easy grid. It's a 25 count easy grid. And I'm doing 1/1. So, I mean 2/1. I'm doing 2/1. So yeah, it's a 25 thing, 21. So let me put that down. And I can't remember the name of those frames. I know I get them on Amazon. Frank something. I can't remember the name. I love those frames. I have a few buns. And then I started using Q-Snap. Okay, the next one that I have in my Wipgo is called by my big toe. It's called Not How Many You Finish. I love this thing because, like I said, I'm a serious starter. I'll start everything. I don't care how many I have, how many I finish. I don't care. I just want to start them all, and I will. So this one said, it's not how many are finished, it's how many you start. And I thought that is hilarious, and I love it, and I want to frame it and put it where my whips are. Like in one of the shows that I have, put it there with my whips, and it's like, it's not how many you finish, it's how many you start. So this one, my goal for this one is to finish it. And I started this one. Did I tell you when I started this one? I started it on May 1/20, which was in Mania 2020. I started it, and it's my whip number 38. I am using Victoria Moto floss for it. Now it calls for Gentle Arts, but I didn't have none of them, and I didn't want to buy them because I have a big collection of Victoria Moto, because I was on her monthly floss of the month, which I'm going to go back to it. And so I'm using River Valley. I'm using Berry Jumbo. I'm using Jolly Shamrock. And I'm using Enchanted Garden for that. So, and I work at a working copies. I don't mark my thing because I will pass the stash when I'm done with it. So this is what I have so far. I need a let me see. Hold on a second. I don't have one. I have one. Oh, right here. Let me grab this. Sorry. This is what I have so far. Started in the middle, so that's what I have so far. So my goal for this one is to finish it. So when it comes out in my Wipgo, I will work the whole month until I will work in it until it's finished. So that is that one. Gotta throw them on the floor. So, and that was an Amazon bag. I do have these bags. You could find them at Amazon. I have a few of those because I don't have a fabric one for each one of them. It's my goal. I have a lot of fabric to do bags, but I haven't had the time. This is another one that I create. This is my favorite kind of bag. Like I said before, I do have I also make the plastic one, but these are my favorites. I don't know why. This is the type I like. I like it better than the plastic one. So that's that one. This one is the Tiny Modernist Haunted House. That was a stitch along, but I did it after the stitch. I did it the following year with the stitch along finishing. So I started it on one. That was my New Year start on 2019, and it was a solid, yeah. So I don't have a color. Do I have a color copy? I should print a color copy. I'm gonna have to print a color copy. Nope, I don't have a color copy, but I'm sure you've seen this. I will have a color copy for the next time, I think. This one is a PDF. I don't know if this could go in Pattern Keeper. I had to check it out to see. But I don't think I have the download no more. But anyway, I do use my iPad for it. I have it in my iPad and I color coded there. So that is that. I don't have much of a start on this. The fabric that I'm using is it's a Aida. It's a 20 I think it's 18 count Aida that I dye myself. So this is the color. You see, I dyed it myself. And this is all I have. That's all I have. That's all I have on this. Whereas I started in the middle, so I'm working on this right here. This right here. So that's that. That's all I have. The fabric, I dyed it myself. Love it, the way it came out. My goals for this one. Let me see, where is that? I have it listed for 5 days when it comes out. 5 days and 1 hour. 1 hour each day. I would love to see this done for this year also. I don't know how much I could work on it, but I would try to work on it as much as I can. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, the goal that I have is 5 days, 5 hours. 5 days, 5 hours. So an hour a day. If I could work more in it, I will. If it comes out in my rotation, it get worked. Maybe if I see it come more to life, I get inclined to work more on it. We'll see. But for now, that's my goal. 5 days, an hour each day. The next one that I have here, this one was started on 2020, and everybody's is doing this. Every single body is doing this. Is the London pandemic. This is huge, and I have a little very, very tiny star. The goal for this, I'm gonna give it a 3-year. I'm gonna give it a 3-year card, and the goal for this in the Wipgo is 5 days, 1 hour a day. So that's what I have for it right now. This one is being done in Pattern Keeper. The thread that I'm using is a Threadworks, and it's the 10372. It doesn't have a name. No, that's the number 10372, and that is the color that I'm using for that pandemic. I have 5 skeins, so I hope that's enough for that. I have 4 here, and then I have 6, so I think that's enough. And then I have 2 in my car. The fabric that I'm using is a 28 count Monaco even wig by DMC. I purchased this in either Michael's or Joanne. And the fabric, it was white. The fabric was white, but I dyed it myself. And this is the colors that I gave it. Beautiful. And as you can see, that's my little star. That's the perfect needle minder for this. I got this in Etsy. I thought it was appropriate for the pandemic. And I think it's like this. Yeah, it's like this. So that's the little star, just the little tiny corner. So again, I given this a 3 year to finish it. Even though when I finish it, it could be 3-4 years, it's going to be dated 2020 because that's when the pandemic started. And that's how it's going to be dated, 2020. Whatever patterns that I have, which I have a few related to the pandemic, it doesn't matter when I finish it, it's going to be dated 2020 because it was when the pandemic started that all this pattern came out. So it's going to be dated 2020 even if I finish it in 2025, just because it started on the pandemic. So again, that's all I have, that little tiny thing. And the goal, this is a long dog, which you guys know this is huge. It's gonna get finished when it gets finished. I'm gonna give it a 3 year to finish it. And if it takes longer, it takes longer. But for the Wipgo, it's gonna be only 5 days, 1 hour. If I could work more than 1 hour that day, I will. But the goal is 1 hour. If I suppress the 1 hour, that's extra. But the goal, I met the goal of 1 hour, even if I did 3 that day, if I could. So, you know, they're gonna get work. That's. I just did a minimal goal, so I don't overwhelm myself. So just 1 day, 1 hour. If I could do more, I work more. So okay, the next one. This is another head. This is a head. It's my whip number 26, and I started this on 2018 for the 12 days of stitch mask that I did on 2018. Is the Shih Tzu for Christmas. This is a mini, I think. This is an ornament. Yeah, so it's round. It's round, even though it looks square here. When you finish it, it's round. I love it. I have a Shih Tzu and it's black and white, just like that one. So I want to do this one. This one, I started it as a half stitch, but then it got me lost, so I restarted it as a full stitch. I'm using CSC for this. Again, I work out of my stash, so it's just, I don't know what this is here, but I work out of my main set. And this is just I think it's a 14 count Aida or 18 count Aida. I grid it, and that's all I have. That's all I have. That little thing, which is, I don't even know what part is that. So this star, I guess, is this part right here with the oranges right here. So that's that. So my goal for this one, if I find it. Oh, it's cold in here. What, 5 days and 5 days and 1 hour each day. I'm giving this one also maybe this is an ornament, so maybe a year to finish it, another year. So that is that one. But for the Wipgo is 5 days, an hour or more. Let's put it that way, an hour or more. So that is that one. The next one that I have is, this is an AliExpress kit. It's a full coverage piece, and it's a printed fabric. I love my AliExpress kits. I don't mind using them. I love buying them, and I will continue buying them, and I will continue using them. So this kit. It's called the Butterfly Girl. I love it. It's a full coverage. All that black, you gotta stitch. My goal for this one is 5 days, 1 hour or more. But the goal is 1 hour. If I could do more, I do more. But it's 5 days, 1 hour each day. This one is very hard to see where you add because this is a printed. It's big. It's a printed thing. So far I have worked on her face. This part right here. This part right here. Her face and neck. And that's it. That's all I have so far. You could really see it in the back. You see I work her face and her thing, and then I went up over here. I went up here. So that's all I have so far. I love this kind of kits because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to count. You just pick the area that you want to work. You pick that color, and the color this is here is not the color that the thread is, because her skin is this white and this is the color of it. So you just pick the color that you want to work, and you work it until you finish the strand. So I love these ones when I don't want to really think about it, and I have a lot of them. So you will see a lot of these kits come through. And then the needle minder is I created myself. I bought the acrylic in AliExpress, and I just put a magnet and put it. I have all the princesses because I buy the acrylic pieces in AliExpress, and I just put the magnet in it. So that is the goal for this one. Oops, I wasn't go there. And I love the kits because it comes with instructions, it comes with the fabric, and it comes with all the floss. You see, oh, it's not black. It's the blue. What is it? The 970? 939. Yeah, this is the 939. So you get all the floss that you need for those kits. So I love my AliExpress kits. So you're going to see a lot of those here. And you're going to see regular patterns. So that is my Butterfly Girl. And I had to put everything back because it would get messed up. Throw it there. Okay, the next one that I have, this is another lawn dog. I started this one. I don't have the little sticker here, but I started it on 2020. This one got started. I don't know if that sow is still going on. I'm just doing it myself, but it was a sow going on for leap year. So this is a 4-year. It was a 4-year sow. Because the net leaps year, I think, is in 4 years, something like that. So every February 29. So this one was started on February 29 or 20. It was 2020 or 2019. I'm not sure. I think it was 2020. I gotta look it up. But it was started for the leap year sow. And this is the cross, whatever that is. The things is it's hard for them to think. So this is a lawn dog. I'm using a Beach Stitch Me fabric. I think it was 18 count Ada, and the color is Loose Wine by Beach Stitch Me. I used to be in her fabric of the month, and I am planning to go back to that. Again, this is that. I'm using the Etoile Silver Blanc, the Etoile Blanc, and the Etoile Black. I am doing the cross white, and the letters are going to be the black. And this is what I have so far. Needle Minder is created by me, by some scrapbook embellishment. I just put a magnet, and this is what I grid just to start, and I use my friction friction pen. So just to have an accurate start. And this is where I'm at. And the goal for this one is the same thing. All my goal is the same for every single thing. Is 5 days, 1 hour. I made it simple just for me to keep up. So the goal is 5 days, 1 hour when that month that comes out. But then again, if it comes out in my rotation, it gets worked again. Okay, the next one. This is I have it here, but it's not a whip. It's gonna be a new start. This is another Heaven on Earth design. This is gonna have a 5 year, 5 years, maybe 3. I'm gonna give it a 3 and push it. So this one. I love everything that has to do with that red truck and the tree. I use it all year round in my decor, because right now you could find that truck in every color. So it's always up in my house, either pink, white, whatever. And in Christmas, I have a Christmas tree that is all red truck, which I have a lot of ornaments that I need to do this year to put it in that tree. But I have a red truck tree that every ornament that I see that is red truck, it goes on that tree. And because I love that tree, and I use it on Christmas, the red one on Christmas, and then through the year, different colors. So this is a Heaven on Earth design. I love this thing. It's a lot of white and grays. So I haven't started. It's kit up. I have some of the gray ones, and I have all the white ones, and I gotta create one of those binders to keep it. So I have some of her the own floss. Whatever that is not multiples, I use whatever I have from my stash. So it's practically, and I have some of these floss cards that I bought from AliExpress, because this has so much white. It's a full cover, but it has so much white. In order for me to be able to see what I'm stitching, I'm not using a white fabric, because you won't see the stitches. You won't see the stitches because it's so much white. So I'm using a mushroom 28 count even width that I purchased from Joanne in the color, so I could see the stitches, because it's so much white and gray, you won't be able to see it. So the color of the fabric, it doesn't matter, because it's a full coverage. You're not going to see the fabric. So it's a 28 count, and I'm going to do it 2/1 so I could have a good coverage. So like that, you won't see the fabric, because it's a darker fabric. So I will do 2/1 and this 28 count. I haven't started it, so when it comes out, it's going to have 5 days, 1 hour to start. And hopefully I have it done within 2 years, the most. I'll give it. I had to create a 2-year thing, because I created a 1 year, a 3 year, and a 5 year, but I didn't do a 2 year. So I'm gonna create a 2-year one. I have that document in my Word at work, because I don't have Word document in my computer, but I use the one at work in my lunchtime, and I create whatever I need to create. So, and then I email it to myself as a PDF, and I could print it. So I'm gonna create a 2-year one, because I would like to have this one up in my because the area that I do the correct card is in the dining room. So I would like to have this in my dining room up for Christmas in a year or two. So that's that. I love that. So that is that one. Like you said, I have a lot of hates, and I'm gonna start a new year of hate. Next one, it is, I work out of working copies. So this is my Nota cover Gigi, and I have a purple conversion. This conversion, I got it in the Milavidia conversion group and Facebook. They have all kind of conversions there. I got my Lady of the Flag white conversion there too. So that's Gigi. I love her. I using a Beach Stitch Me Fabric of the Month. Ada is called Dreamsicle. It was fabric of the month on May 20, which I gotta sign up to her thing. I gotta send her email. Again, I'm working her at a I'm not pattern keeper. My iPad, and this is what I have. I have a lot on her. Her goal is, I think she's a finish. Let me see. Gigi. No, 5 days, 5 hours. But I would like to finish her. So I will make her of, let me write it down. I would like to have her for thing, and I think she's doable to be a finish because she ain't that big. So I have a 5 hour, but I'm gonna aim for a finish. So I wrote it down. So I'm gonna aim for a finish for her. Then I got this one out of I got her out of AliExpress. I got her in AliExpress. So that's that. That's Wednesday for the Adam family. I love this fabric. This color fabric's perfect for the witches. So she'll be a finish, hopefully. So that is that. And then I have her in a yellow Amazon bag. I gotta do bags. I have a lot of nice fabric to do bags, but we have a sewing studio downstairs because my daughter sew, and the house had like a little studio on the first floor, so we converted that sewing studio. So I have a separate sewing studio. Okay, the next one. This is a dimension kit. This is my 22 project. It's called Winter Ride. I started it on January 3 of 2019 for Stitch Mania. No. For the 12 days of Stitchmas. Yeah, not Stitch Mania. 12 days of Stitchmas. This is the dimension kit. The reason I haven't been like that is because I'm not going to do the farm part. So, I'm gonna do, I don't know, because I don't like the farm animals. I like farmhouse, but the shabby chic part of farmhouse, not the animals. So I don't want to have those cows. So maybe I omit that, but maybe I could just omit the cows and just do that part. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not nowhere near this thing to be finished. So that's why I have it like that so far, because this was my plan to just do this part. For this one, again, it's 5 days, 1 hour, and this is what I have so far. I don't know what's, oh, that's the top. So this is what I have. I'm working on the tree. I started in the middle, and I like to grid my fabric now. Before I wasn't gridding, I was starting in the middle. But I find if I grid, I make less mistake. So this is that. It started in the middle. That's all I have. And again, it's a red truck. I would like to have it finished as soon as possible. But I'm aiming to finish it on 2023. So I'll give it another year to finish it in 2023. So that's that one. Okay, the next one. This is my wig number 31 is Crusty Nation. I started it on March of 2020, March 26, 2020. It is a handstring sampling, and I work out of my working copy. And yep, so I gotta make a copy of the cover because I don't like to keep the patterns in the thing because they get messed up, and I could patch the stash once I finish. So that is that. My goal for this one, I think this one, there's a few that I have a finish. Stick Nation This one is my goal is 1 hour 5 days, but it's a pass. If it could be a finish, to be a finish. So that's all I have. Only one, the lady in the middle. This needle minder is from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using what fabric? I'm using a 18 count Ada Antique White by MCG Textile that I got at Hobby Lobby, Joanne, or Michael, one of those three. So that's what I'm using. When I buy those, I create this ticket and I put it there. So that is that. So it's 5 days, 1 hour, but if it could be finished, to be finished. Possible finish. Next one is our Jardine Privet thing. I love this. It's the marquise. Again, I gotta create a copy for this because it's getting all bent up. The marquise, I love this. I did a conversion colors. Let me see. I know I changed 2 colors. I changed the green for pinks. And the fabric that I'm using is a 16 count Ada by Artist, which is Hobby Lobby, and ivory. And I don't have much here. That's all I have. That's all I have. And the goal is 5 days, 1 hour each day. So 5 hours, 5 days, 5 hours. So that's all I have. This one, there's no, whenever it gets finished, it gets finished. No rush for this one. We just love the pattern. The next one is an in circle, and I gotta make cover copies of this because I don't like to look, it's all bent up. It's the in circle Reflections of Paris. I do have my working copy here, but I didn't have a cover, so I gotta make a cover for that because it's getting messed up. What I'm using for this one is, this is a 14 count fabric that I purchased at some website in online. It's by Swagar. Oh no, this is a 14 count Ada silver by Swagar that I got at Hobby Lobby. Okay, because I did purchase some fabric at the yard from a website, and how does this go? This way? Okay, it goes this way. So, yeah. Okay. So it goes this way, and that's all I have, that corner. The goal for this one, again, 5 days, 5 hours. Finish when it's finished. It's not big. So it comes out when it comes out in my rotation after it's being worked in the Wipgo. So we'll see how much progress I do this year. All of this one I will give her a year, so I will put one of those work cards on them. That was that. Another bag that I did. This is a Bona tutorial that she had a template, and so these are the Bona bags. There's a template, and she's explained in a video how to create the template. So I created the template out of postboard, and I do it. I love these bags, but I also have some that I created myself, you know, my own design. But I have a lot of Bona. That's the Bona bags. I love them. And before I was doing the Velcro, but now I put the snap. This is Snow Street. I started this one on December 11, 2018 for the 12 days of Stitchmas. This is a AliExpress kit. It's a full coverage. So right here, I love this. Hopefully I get it done one of this year. Come with all these beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. The fabric that I'm using is a 18 count Aida white. It came in the kit. And also I gridded with the pins that come in the kit. And this is all I have. It's a full coverage, so I'm only here. And all those spaces that you see there, those are for French knot. I'm not gonna do French knot. I'm gonna do white beads. So it's gonna be the snow. That's the snow. So it's gonna be white beads. So it's gonna be beaded because I don't know how to do French knot. I have not tried them, but I want to do beads. So it's gonna be beaded. And needle minder created by me. So that is that. I do as much as I can do that I like. I see, you know, I take ideas from other people, but if I could create it myself to be more cost effective, I do it. Now I have a button making machine, so I'm going to do a lot of needle minders, and I'll be doing giveaways of them. So stay tuned for that. So that is that. Again, 5 days, 5 hours. This is the other type of bag that I love, and this is the one that I'm doing most now, is this one. I don't waste pretty fabric in the inside. I know everybody put pretty fabric in the inside. For me personally, I don't sell them or nothing. So, and if I'll ever give one to do giveaway, then I will cover with a nice fabric. But for my personal use, I don't see the point of it because it's always like this. It's never like this. So I don't waste fabric and pretty fabric on the inside. So I use that. This is my favorite one, the envelope side. I mean, these ones are my first one. They're a little crooked and all that, but this for my personal use. Again, if I will ever do one for giveaway, it will be well done. Trust me. And I had got better. I had gotten better because I do this without a pattern. I just say, oh, I want it this way, cut the fabric and do it. But I had got better, so I will give some in the future, near future. I will have some, you know, bags and stuff I create for giveaways. So stay tuned for that. I love this. This is the Hobby Lobby ladies. I love that. So this is my 55 whip. It's called Seeking Refugee. It's done. I started it on Mania 2020, May 21, 2020. This is another one that is gonna, oh my God, it's all messed up. Look how crooked it is, God. I gotta make copies. I don't have a working copy. Oh, this is a working copy. Okay, this is a working copy. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is the working copy. This is I have it in my iPad. So this is a working copy. I was like, oh my God. It's gonna have that. And then at the end over here, I'm gonna it's gonna go a little further because after I do the border, it's gonna say another line. It's gonna say stitch. Let me see. It's from another pattern. It's gonna say stitch when the world stood still in 2020. Because that's when everybody was starting to stitch that, Seeking Refugee. So that's gonna be that. So it doesn't matter when I finish it, 2020, 2025, 2030, it's gonna say 2020. For this one, again, 5 days, 5 hours is stitched on, oh, what fabric is this? Oh, it's stitched in a 14 count country French mocha, cafe mocha, 18 by Witchet, and I bought this in 1, 2, 3. the country mocha one. This one I had a decent start, I would say. So I have the middle of the house. These are the door. This is the door. The door. So that's what I have. The door. So hopefully it would oh my god, I'm still got a lot and I cannot do I think I'm gonna have to do this in 2 things because it takes forever to upload if I do it past the hour. So I might have to do part 2 of this. Okay, this another Vona bag that I created. This is my whip number 30. It's a Gypsy Queen, which is a Meraviglia. But when I purchased this, I didn't know who Meraviglia was. And I have a AliExpress kit. I purchased this on 2020. No, I started this on 2020. I purchased this in 2018. This is one of my 50 kits that I purchased from AliExpress. It comes with everything you need, including all the beads. This is her. I love her. She is this is my second focus piece, which she gonna be aim to finish on 2022. I love her. Can't wait to have her hanging in my room. She's going to my room. With her, I am beading as I go. So I am working on her face. I started from the top. I grid it so I could start from the start. I like to start the ladies and the face. So I am beading as I go. So I'm doing her face. She has a goal of 1 hour a day for 5 days, but she's a focus piece. She's gonna be work all year until she's finished. So I got 3 focus pieces. So the heaven on the head, foregon, Gypsy Queen, and there's a third one. So again, she has a 5 day, 5 hour goal, but she's my focus piece, so she's a finish in 2022, hopefully. There's that, and I love that fabric. Oh my god, I have a mess here. Okay, this is another AliExpress kit. It is this one. I have a very tiny picture because it comes with all the thing. It doesn't have a name. I call her the butterfly, the girl with the butterfly back. This is that. I purchased this at AliExpress long time ago. I know Heaven on Earth Design just came out with this recently this year. I purchased before that. So this pattern has been in the air for a long time. I first purchased it as a diamond painting. I never got it. 3 times I purchased as a diamond painting, never received or received something else instead. So when I found it as a cross stitch, a stamp cross stitch, I purchased it and I started it recently. This will start this year. I started this on September of 2021. And I haven't done much. Again, this is a stamp kit. And the only thing that I work is right here. Right here. This is very confetti heavy. So this is all I have done right here. This right here. That's it. Right here. You can see in the back. So all this side, all this wing right here. All this right here. I started it. And my goal for this one is a finish. Because it's pretty small. And I'm thinking of making this one my work piece. It's in my Wipgo. I lost the magnet somewhere in there. The needle minder. It's in my Wipgo for 5 days, 1 hour. After it comes out on the Wipgo, it's gonna be my work piece. I'm gonna take it to work every day and work in I have a 30-minute lunch hours, but I always eat before my lunchtime. And so then I just sit on my phone for half an hour. So starting on 2022, instead of sitting on my phone for half an hour, I'm gonna work on this piece. So this is gonna be my work piece. And when it comes out for 30 minutes, and then when it comes out in the Wipgo, it's gonna be 5 days, 1 hour or more. So hopefully she'll be finished. She's a finish, but she's not a focus piece. But she's a finish. She is a finish. Put it here, finish, and work piece. Okay. Next one. This is cut through the no pour. I started it on December 28, 2018. It's for the 12 days of stitchments. This is an AliExpress kit. Again, I purchased in 2018. I purchased over 60 kits. So this was one of them. I love this kit. It's humongous. It has a lot of back stitching. A newbie, and she gets into all these complicated things. This is all the thread. Even though it's a big piece, it's like I don't have enough thread, but it's okay. And I haven't done nothing with this one. I mean, well, I have. You can hardly see it. That's why because it's white on white, you can hardly see it, but it's right there. All this is a lot. That's why my Heaven on Earth that is all white, I did it in a dark one, because you can see the white stitching, but it's there. All this right here and that. So that's all I have. Go for this one. 5 days, 5 hours. It gets finished when it gets finished. No rush for this one. It's beautiful. I would love to have it in Christmas out whenever it's done. That's that. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Let's see if we could do this. Okay, this is another this is the American flag. So what I have here, yes, Lady of the Flag. Lady of the Flag, you know, that's a hard to get pattern. It's going to almost $200 on eBay. I'm paying that. When I started cross stitching, it was way after 9/11. Pattern never to find. It was released again. I was not stitching when it released again, so I missed that wagon also. And I'm honest, I found the pattern in some what is it, UK website blogs, and I found the pattern. I downloaded it and I'm stitching it, because I'm not giving nobody $200 for a pattern that only costs $12.99. No thank you. I want to stitch it, but I'm not paying that. So I have that pattern and I'm stitching. There it goes. I printed it. Yes, I'm honest. And I don't have nothing. I'm not stealing it. I'm not stealing nothing from nobody. It was in the internet. I downloaded it. I know it's a Mirabilia. I know it's a hard to find thing. You had to pay way too much money for this thing. It's ridiculous what people doing. Whoever wants to pay it, pay it. I don't want to. I found the pattern. I'm stitching it. And that's it. Then in the Mirabilia conversions, there is a white conversion. And that's the conversion I'm doing. This one, I started it twice. It's a blue and white conversion. It's beautiful. This one, I started it twice. I first started it with a fabric that I couldn't. I still have the fabric here. Let me see. No. I started it with a fabric that I couldn't get. So then I changed it to. It's a fabric of the month from Scrapping Hand Dye Fabrics by Lori. I was on her fabric of the month. Also, this one is called Carnival Cruise. It's called Carnival Cruise. And this is where I started from the top. I gridded and I started through the flag. Again, this one I am gonna beat as I'm going. I started beating the start. So all I have is the flat. This is my other focus piece. I want to have this done by this year, hopefully by September of 2022. So she could be off for 9/11 remembers. I love the fabric. So we'll see. She's my other focus piece. So this is my third focus piece that I would like to get finished this year. So we'll see. And I'm beading as I go, so I don't have to come back to it. I like to bead as I go, so then I don't see it like a burden. I finish it, now I gotta come back. And she was a New Year's start on 2019. My New Year's start of 2019. So that is that. It's ridiculous how people sell the retire patterns. I mean, I understand if you want it, you're gonna have to pay for it, but no. No. Okay, so that is my third focus piece. This one is also a AliExpress kit. It's called the Bright in Red. It's a fancy lady. And this one, she's 5 days, 5 hours. She is a stamp thing. Look, all those beautiful pinks. Oh. And she also has, she doesn't have beads, but I'm gonna put beads at the bottom of her dress. So this is her right here. I haven't started her. So yeah, she's gonna be a new star. I have not started her. I thought she had beads. I think she had beads. So I gotta check the pattern because I think she does have beads. Let me see. No, it's just full it's just that, but I'm gonna put beads on all the last row, the white one. So she's gonna have beads and she's gonna have some, so I'm gonna alter her with some beads. So that is that one. 5 days, 5 hours, no rush on her. And I need to move her to a project bag. Okay, next one, another AliExpress kit. It's a printed kit. She is beautiful. It's called Beauty and Kala, the Kala lilies. She's a printed thing. She's gonna have 5 hours, 5 days. I started her already. And this is all I have done. Her bandana and half of her face. So that's all this is done. This needs to be done. So her goal, she's not too big. Her goal is 5 days, 5 hours. And whenever she comes out again, she get work. If she gets close to a finish, I might finish her. Who knows? So that is that. Let's see if I can finish this. Again, this is another AliExpress kit. Again, it's a Miraviglia. Now I know it's a Miraviglia. Before I didn't know. I bought them. I paid good money. I'm gonna use them. So this is all the floss, and she has all the beads. When I started back in 2018, I said, oh, I want to do all these fancy ladies. So that's what I bought. All fancy ladies kits. I didn't know. Now I know. But I have them. And those are the beads. And it is Sleeping Beauty. Which I think she's retired. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she's retired. She is... she's all wrinkled because she was on the hoop and I took her out. Oh, Frank Morgan. That's the name of the hoop. And this is all I have for her. Right here. I'm working on her dress. And she's big. She's big. So that's all I have right here. Again, I would like to have her finish sometime 2023, beginning of 2023. So all she has is 5 days, 5 hours. And whenever she comes out in my rotation again. And I need a bigger project bag for this. I don't keep my my work in the hook. Only my 3 focus pieces, because I want to work on all year round. So those 3 are gonna be in the hoop all the time, or the scroll. I have a Lori stem, and I keep them there. This is another. Hold on. Okay, sorry. This is another Mirabilia. It's Raven Queen, and so you guys know, I also have the original Mirabilia. I bought the original first, but then I found this one as a printed fabric, and I love it so much that I bought 2 of the printed fabric. So I have one for a giveaway, future giveaway. So if you would like it, you stay tuned for that. And I also have the pattern. I don't know if I will give away the pattern, or I want to keep them as a collector. I don't know. Maybe I could sell them when it's retired for $200. Just kidding. I will never do that. So I do have the original. And I have a whole bunch of originals. And if I find them as a printed, I'm going to buy it as a printed. Because it's easier for me. Personal opinion. But I have the original. So you guys could see that I just don't buy copy. I'll buy originals too. But I bought this one after I bought this one. But I found it printed. So I said, I'm going to go for the printed one. Because I know that would be easier for me to finish. So yeah. And I have 3. Now I have another kit that is printed. I have the original, and I have the one I'm creating. Yeah, I'm that crazy to spend money like that. So again, this one is, oh, it even came with a cutter. You see, it comes with everything you need. The beads. It comes with beads, the needle. The beading needle is in there too. It came with that. The fabric. And I have work on her. She has 1 hour, 5 days, but she's gonna be, I'm gonna aim for finish for her for Halloween. This is all I have done. So she's aiming for finish for her. And the goal, she only had 2 hours, but, 5 hours, but I'm aiming for a finish. So we'll see what happened with Miss Raven. I love her. She is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so let's finish this. I have 3 more. Okay. This is another AliExpress kit. I have not started this. My goal for this is 5 days, 5 hours. I would love to have this in my sometimes on 2023. And it's this one, the house. I think this was a dimension kit for now that I know stuff. That was a dimension kit. So, yep. Love that house. That pink house. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. So 5 hours, 5 days. And last but not least, I don't have, so let me see. Okay, this one is not in my thing, but I have it in my bin because this is gonna be the free space. It's gonna be my new start when the 13 comes out. And this is another bag that I created, and perfect for the whip that I have in here. This is the Stitching Time by oh, I started it. Did I? It says I started it in Stitch in Mania 2020. Did I? I got all this is the CSC thing I ordered specially for her. So I have that. And why I have two fabrics here? I have a Monaco 28 even wheat in white. And oh, because I think I was gonna use the Monaco, but then I changed it. And then I have this one. This is the fabric that I purchased from some website. I can't remember the name of the website, but I bought this beige by the yard. I bought like 20 yards. And then I purchased the blue, the baby blue, and I purchased black. And I gotta go back because I ran out of blue and I ran out of black. So, and I want to do a lot of the stitching with the housewife ornaments for 2022, and I need black. So, but anyway, this is Stitching in Time. I think I wanted to start it on 2020, but I didn't because there's nothing here. Nothing. And look, the needle minder, perfect. So cool. So I had nothing here. So I don't know why it says that I started it on Stitch Mania. Or it was part. Okay, I see what happened. Because I kitted everything that I was going to start on that day. And I did a tag. What I was going to do on Stitch Mania. But I didn't finish Stitch Mania 2020. I got burnt out. And I think 3 weeks into it, I because my goal, it was to start. It was going to be a start every day. And I think by the 3rd week, I got burnt out and I didn't complete it. So, yeah, she was kitted to be started. And that's why she was tagged. But she was not done. I got burnt out halfway through it and didn't do it. So, she's in pattern keeper already. And I'm doing her, yeah, in that 14 count. Is it 14 count? I don't know. It says here, oh, yeah. She was gonna be done in that 28 count as 10 stitches, but I changed it, and she's gonna be doing it in a 14 count. Ada beige. She's full coverage. She has a lot of confetti, and I want to start here. This is where I'm gonna start it, in the medallion. That's where I'm going to start it. So this is my free number 13 new start. So yeah, so that is my Wipgo. This I gotta put it someplace else because it doesn't go there. So that is my Wipgo plans. The numbers are, basket is empty. My Raydon basket. That's where I keep my current whips. I'm gonna start on the 1st. The numbers are called on the 27th, but you start on January 1st. So I will start posting videos updates. On the first update will be January 7th. So let me put it here. Floss to number 1. Frost number 1, because this is 2022 plans video, so it's an extra video even though it's my first video up. So yeah, so then I'll see you guys back on January 7th, because I will not have a video up before New Year's because I'm not stitching at the moment. I'm gonna start fresh on January 1st with my New Year start, which is a Heaven on Air design. So I will show you that when I started, because I don't have the pattern yet. I ordered the fabric. The fabric, I'm supposed to get it on the 30th. So just in time, I'm gonna order the pattern tonight and print it. Well, not print it, upload it to Pattern Keeper so I could have it ready. And then it will be my first New Year's, New Year, new start. And then that's, that I'll give it 2 years. I'm gonna do the 2 year, card kit, project card, and use it for 2 years because it's a Christmas one that I would love to have not next year. It's too, because I'm buying the full. I could buy the mini. I'm debating if I should do the full size because they had the mega one. I'm not gonna do that. That's huge. There's too many colors. I'm debating if I do the mini or I do the full coverage. I mean the full size. So we'll see. We'll see. When I buy it later. So that's it for today. It was just to show you my plans, and I'll keep, plans keep changing as the year evolve, and maybe next time I'll tell you different plans. So it's not written in stone. There could be flexible and changeable. So but for now, this is all I have. So thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you stick around because there's good things coming to this channel. Thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, just stay safe and enjoy life, and let's stitch everything we have. Have a good one. Bye now.